are going to do some nature prints using objects that we have found in nature and painting them and pressing them onto paper. I have here some leaves and twigs that my daughters and I found. Tried to get some that look kind of different kinds of leaves, and they're already colored because we've already used these. I have them on foil. I think it's good to have some foil or some wax paper or some paper towel or plate that will protect your space from all the paint. So then we'll also need some white multimedia paper. It's a little bit heavier than regular printer paper, so it won't wrinkle and get soggy from the paint. We have here some fall colors of acrylic paints. You can just pick, even just 2 or 3 of your favorite colors. And then I have a styrofoam plate. You could also use a wooden palette or a dinner plate or whatever your parents want to use to put your paint on. I have 2 sizes of paintbrush, but it's okay if you only have 1. And then I have a nice stack of paper towels right here. Oh, and a little cup of water for when we want to change colors. So first I'll show you some of the finished examples. This is one that I did. So this was a big elephant ear leaf, and these were a couple other leaves. This was a stick and this was a stick. And so I tried to utilize most of the paper. I probably could have added a little bit more though. This is one that my 5-year-old daughter made. She had a lot of fun with that. And this is one that my 7-year-old daughter made. And she, at one point, she combined 2 paint colors to make that pretty purple. So those are some of our examples. So I'm going to show you how we do this. You want to use the back side of the leaf to paint because you can see all of these veins, so it'll give you a better print, because most leaves, the top side is pretty smooth. So we'll start with, let's start with a red. You want to paint it pretty heavily, so there's quite a bit on there, so it gives you a nice print. Go all the way to the edge. You'll get a little bit on your fingers, but this is washable paint, so it's okay. But do your best not to get it on your clothes. Okay. So this leaf is nice and coated and wet. So I'm going to get one of my pieces of paper and I'm going to lay it down as carefully as possible. Now once it touches the paper, you don't want to move it around. So then I'm going to take, got to use this for my fingers. I'm going to take a clean paper towel and I'm going to use that to lay on top of the leaf and gently press it with my hand. Like I said, don't move it around, let it stay still. And then I'll carefully peel it up and peel off the leaf. Oh, some of the blue paint from yesterday had stayed stuck on there, but it's a good print. Hopefully you can see that okay. So that's my first one. And then I could use that same leaf again, or I could mix it up and let's see, we'll use, I'll show you guys using a twig, and I'm gonna switch colors here. Now with twigs, if they're curved, it can be tricky. It's easiest if they're straight. Okay, so here's a twig we'll use. It's already a little pink, but I'm gonna use Let's see, I'm going to use green instead. With the twigs, it's really easy to get it on your fingers, but it's okay. It's washable. And I tried to just paint one side of that. So I'm gonna lay it down. Now when you use the paper towel to press it down, you don't want to use the same part because it has red paint on it. So then you'd put red paint on there. So you can fold it or you can get a different one. And be careful not to mess with your red leaf here. So push that down. Oh, and it stuck to my paper towel. But it gave me a little bit of a print. And see, it's not perfect, but that it's just an interesting mark that makes. So that's fun. It's cool. All right, I'm going to switch colors again here. And you'll want to try to use up as much of your paper as possible. You don't want to have a bunch of white space all over the place. Okay, this one's a little bit dry. I wonder what that'll do. I'll try it. And I'll do yellow this time. Remember, nice and thick. You could also find, I just have leaves and sticks today, but you could also do like some acorns or some interesting rocks. There's lots of things that you could find outside. Pine needles, that would definitely get paint on your hands, but it would make some cool marks. Okay, so here's my yellow leaf. Let's see. Put this one right here. I get a new paper towel for this one. And I'm going to be careful not to touch my green stick mark. Gently press that down. Not too hard. I don't want to squish it too hard. Ooh, cool. So again, it had some blue on there from the last time I used it, but I like it. So there's a yellow. Oh, you can barely see. You can barely see, but there's a yellow leaf there. So that's how you do it, and I would continue to put more leaves all around here and really fill up the space. If you wanted to, you could even use the leaves to try to make certain shapes. You could make hearts or stars or any shapes that you want. And at the end, you'll have a really cool little nature print there. So there you have it. Don't forget to clean up your mess afterwards.